Torbaset Che. A Bool Bool. A Freeza.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Maddie. I post new Sims content every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And today, we're going to be getting into something pretty cool called Beetlejuice. I thought it would be nice because, the new movie Beetlejuice has just been released. So, I thought it would be fun to go ahead and do it in the Sims world. If you guys like more content like this or have any suggestions for content, please leave it down in the comment section below. Leave me a like and subscribe, as once again, I do post 3 times a week. So if you don't find it robbery to come hang out with me, please do. And we're about to get into it. So first things first, we want to head to build mode so that we are able to start farming some beetles, because we have to collect beetle nuggets in order to make beetle juice. So that's the first thing we want to go do. And we just want to type in insect farm. And that'll then pull up the Mighty Home insect farm, which you will want to purchase. I put mine outside because nobody wants bugs in their house, right? So I just felt like a beetle farm would be best outdoors. And so once we enter back into the live game, we just want to go ahead and farm beetles, not to be confused with the bombardier beetles. We don't want to farm those. We just want to farm the regular beetles. And obviously, once you prompt your sim to go and farm some beetles, she'll go out, or he'll go out and put some beetles in the farm. Now, I went ahead and cheated my sim skill of mixology, because you do have to master mixology in order to make the beetle juice. So while you're waiting to collect your beetle nuggets, you can be practicing your mixology skills if you want to. However, I just didn't feel like doing it, so I just went ahead and cheated the skill and maxed it to level 10, so that way when I got all the beetle nuggets, I would be able to make the beetle juice no problem. So moving on to the care of your beetles, you'll want to, of course, nurture them and feed them whenever time comes. So as of right now, they only need nurturing, which I'll have my sim go do. And then after you collect their bio essence and their nuggets and stuff, you'll be able to feed them so that they'll produce more of what you need. And so when nurturing them, you literally just look like you're trying to pet a beetle, like you're just loving on a beetle, essentially. And I will go ahead and let y'all know that these beetles, they don't live long, so you can only harvest or farm them about 3 times before they die, essentially. So sometimes you might farm them and not get a beetle nugget at all, so that in turn means you'll need to raise another insect farm of beetles in order to get the correct amount of beetle nuggets. You'll need 3 beetle nuggets because you have to make 3 different drinks, 1 beetle nugget per drink. So you just want to be aware of that, because I know sometimes I went to go collect from the beetles and there was nothing to get. So just keep that in mind, that it may take a little longer to collect all 3 of them. And then on top of that, you can only collect once every day, so once every 24 hours. So your beetles will literally only last no more than 4 or 5 days, if that. So you want to just be aware of that time frame. But you also do have a clean out insect farm option. So whenever your beetles kind of are declining to the point where you're not getting any, beetle nuggets or anything from them, you can go ahead and clean out that insect farm and replace them with a new batch of beetles. So that way you're able to collect every time without skipping a beat. And if y'all happen to watch my grilled cheese aspiration video, this is actually the point in time where I noticed she had gained a lot of weight from eating all those grilled cheese sandwiches from the aspiration. So yeah, I was circling around her like, there's no way she's gotten that big, because her clothes were really hiding her. And I wasn't paying that much attention to the weight she gained. But anyway, she I had her in the gym every day while we were collecting beetle nuggets in order to get her weight back down. So by the end of this video, she's even skinnier than when she started out, like when she first got into the game when I made her. So her loving fitness was definitely a plus and helpful for me to get her weight back down. Because in the eyes of her husband, she went from being very attractive to just attractive. And my previous Sims have had problems with infidelity in their relationship, so I just wanted to make sure that that was not going to occur here. Even though he still found me attractive, I still needed him to think I was very attractive. Like, there's no other woman out here that really tingles your fancy, okay? And you can really see her weight gain in her profile too. I was not paying no attention to her really up until she had got on that toilet and got undressed, and I was like, wait a minute, she ain't used to look like this. But anyway, back to Beetlejuice. So when it's time to collect on your beetle nuggets, you'll have two options to collect biofuel or to collect beetle nuggets. I highly recommend that you do not collect any biofuel, that you only collect beetle nuggets, because you can only collect one or the other. You are not able to collect both. So just collect the beetle nuggets as you intended to farm these beetles for. I went ahead and made sure that she fed them and nurtured them as well, because nurturing also helps with their production of either, your biofuel that you want or the beetle nuggets. But like I said, sometimes they just don't produce anything because they've gotten so old. And like I said, when I went to go collect some beetle nuggets, it collected biofuel, like I said. So I clicked biofuel first, thinking that I could get both of them. You can't. You can only do one at a time. So just do your beetle nuggets and forget about any biofuel, okay, unless you actually need biofuel. And just to show you guys how she slimmed down over the last week. And my husband, we got into an altercation with some gang members out and about. And he's mad that I stuck up for him in the way that I stuck up for him. That video will be coming next week, y'all, just to show you guys. But he's mad at me. He keeps saying these things to me, like he called me a rejected gangster and all that crap. And I was just like, bro, I literally stuck up for you when you got bullied and went to go cry in a closet. And he called me a rejected gangster because I said something to that girl. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, and he just keeps having these little anger meltdowns with me. Like, sir, what are you talking about? I really defended you. Like, I had a black eye from this incident, okay? After you let some girl talk to you crazy. Like, this is your fault. But anyway, intermission is over. Back to the Beetlejuice. So once you have collected all 3 of your beetle nuggets, they will be available in your inventory. And of course, we are a level 10 mixologist at this point, so that we can create the Beetlejuice. So we just want to go ahead, click the bar, and make drink and create the Beetlejuice. However, when my sim goes to make the Beetlejuice, she ends up setting the bar and things on fire outside because she has this fear of fire, which also makes her prone to starting fires. How ridiculous. But yeah, she tries to do one of these little tricks here and just sets stuff on fire and things just go awry. And honestly, I was trying to figure out how it happened because she did the trick first and it worked just fine. Like she blew the fire out and everything was great. Up until she tried to do it again and it just exploded and now there is just a big fire she's running away from. But y'all, her husband was on it. Mind you, he used to be the one that was starting all the fires. He used to have the fear of fire. I had to literally remove that trait so he would stop starting fires at the washer and or drying machine. But he would start fires almost every day and would not be helpful at all. And he would be on fire sometimes. So like I would have to come and rescue him and all this extra stuff. Now he's giving me the fear of fire and I'm starting fires. And so now we've just traded places. Crazy. But anyway, it didn't take a beetle nugget away. So luckily we're still able to complete our 3 beetle juices and continue with this. So I tell y'all, there was just so much madness that was going on in this while I was just trying to record this one video to make Beetlejuice. It was ridiculous. So I went through a lot of turmoil just to get to this point, y'all. So I'm glad y'all stuck with me. And so now I'm on to making my second drink. And why does the freaking maid come over and take a Beetlejuice? I had to... Sir, do you know how much work it took to get these beetle nuggets in order to make this here juice? Put it down and leave it alone. I literally had to dismiss him because he kept taking drinks. And then she figured that she would drink one after she made. I'm like, no, just make all 3 and then you can drink all 3 of them. Like, just chill, big dog. And I saw him on his way to go grab the drink again. So I was like, nope, gotta get him out of here. Goodbye. Like, since when do you just help yourself to stuff that people make in their home? You're here to clean. Why are you out here talking to me when you need to be vacuuming? Because I know it's dusty on that 3rd floor. But anyways, we got that fixed and she's now on to making her 3rd beetle juice. And as you can see, the beetles are literally lined on the martini glass, which I think is funny. But yeah, she's going to go ahead and drink all 3 and we're going to see what happens. So I went ahead and made her double up on drinks. So 1 in each hand. And then I thought it was so cute. My daughter just got back from daycare, so now daddy's reading her a story while mommy finishes up her little Beetlejuice martinis. And he goes on this little rant again, like, ugh, like what? We're married. Touch me and I'll sue. I've already got a lawyer. Like, what? But anyways, I go to finish my third Beetlejuice and we start to see her transformation. And honestly, it's starting to look like she's a little sick there for a second. But then she transforms into this nice ghost. That's really all it does, y'all. It just makes you into a ghost if you want to be a ghost. Which honestly is actually very unnecessary, because if you wanted to be a ghost, you could just die, you know. And then she fainted from exhaustion, which I didn't even know she was tired, but yeah. And I don't plan to keep my semi-ghost. I had originally went to drink a potion, because obviously we are spellcasters. So I went to drink a potion and it did not work. It did not bring me back to life, and I was low-key panicking for a second, but then I remembered my husband is also a spellcaster, so he can help. And there is obviously a spell, Death Defy, and I went ahead and filled all of our needs so she would stop fainting and stop passing out from exhaustion, so that we have long enough to perform this spell to bring her back to life. Anyway, so I just did the Death Defy for her, and he's still talking about how he's going to sue me, even though I didn't do anything to him. I don't really know what's wrong, but we'll touch on that a little bit later in our next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down below in the comments if this is something you'll try out, or if it's just good enough for you to watch. Please leave me a like and subscribe, as once again I do post 3 times a week. So I will see you guys back here next week on Tuesday to talk about this bullying escapade that me and my husband have gone on, apparently. But thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. None of this would even be possible without my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So may heaven smile upon you all, and I hope you all have a great evening.